Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are going to start class 7 bio topic People and Plants, Unit 6. In this unit, we will discuss about how the different human activities are affecting the planet Earth. We will also discuss about the history. We will also discuss about how in the past humans were spending their time on the earth and how they used to manage for their food, and after that how their activities affected the environment and the planet. Human life started almost 200,000 years before on the earth, and with the start of human life, the life was not as it is today. It was entirely different than the life today. In past, people lived in small groups and collect their food from surroundings. But when food supplies fell, they moved on, letting the plants and animals breed back to their former numbers. Also, with the increase of population, the demands of the food increased more, and with this increasing demand, they were not able to survive. So they started looking for new methods. The first method that they adopted in the beginning was farming. Farming they used to increase the supply of their food. It was only in few countries of the world in the beginning, like Turkey, Iraq, Iran, and Saudi Arabia. After that, it spread to Egypt and North Africa and Europe and Asia. So almost in every part of the world, the farming started. Right now on screen, you can see the list of the places where farming started. You can note down these places in your notebook. Now, after all this discussion, a question that arises in student minds definitely is, what is farming? Now, farming we say to clear a habitat to make the field for growing the crops. And the main reason of the farming is to get more food, to get different types of the food, different varieties of the food. On the screen you can see the definition of the word farming, that farming is to clear a habitat to make a field for growing crops is called farming. Now farming was very useful and still it is useful for the human being. Like farming provide food for the large number of people. Without farming, it was not possible to meet the supply of the food with increasing population. Like right now, approximately in the whole world, the population is touching 7 billion. So without farming, it is not possible to meet the requirements of the food. The second benefit of the farming is it help in growing many jobs. Here on screen you can see different benefits of farming. The first benefit is farming provides food for large number of people. When a farmer will do farming, the food supply will be better and different types of the food people can get. The second benefit that people can get from the farming is farming creates different types of jobs in different fields of life. There are many jobs which are actually created as a result of farming. If the farmer will stop farming, these jobs automatically will finish. The important one is pot making. When people will have different types of the food, definitely they will use different pots. So pot making jobs are created after farming. The second type of the job that can be created as a result of farming is food making industry. As in the modern world, we can say there are a lot of industries that are working with the food, making the processed food, fresh food, frozen food. So thousands of jobs are created as a result of this farming. And an important job that is created is in furniture making. When the farmer start farming, they clear the land to get space for their farms. As a result, the wood that they get after clearing the land, from that furnitures are made, and that furniture is used in the home and in the factories and in the offices. Here on the screen you can see jobs that develop with farming. The first one is pot making, second one is food making, and the third one furniture making. Now student can note down benefits of farming and jobs that develop with farming in their notebooks. So we can say all the human activities that we are having today actually started from the farming, and with the passage of time these activities got developed, and today we are having different types of the industries which are directly or indirectly depending on farming. But these human activities are also becoming a threat for the environment. So environment is getting more dirty or unhealthy with the passage of time human activities are increasing. So in our next lesson, inshallah, we will talk about a term that is used to describe how an activity affect the environment, and we will also talk about in the past different machines that were used and how they got converted into the modern machines. See you in the next lesson.